Hey guys, so today we are doing a mustard sunflower look. That's what we're calling it. We're calling it the sunflower look because I've been feeling very sunny and floral and happy and cute, and I want y'all to feel that too. So I'm just trying to share the wealth, people. So if you guys are as interested as I am in this look, then stay tuned, but do not forget to rate or like, whatever. Subscribe, turn on your notifications, and tell a friend to 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 tell a friend. Thanks guys, stay tuned. Hey guys, so I'm starting with a new product that I picked up yesterday, and this is the Morphe eyelid primer in translucent, and I'm just going to lather that all over my eyelids just so that the makeup is flat and perfect. And I actually didn't set this eye primer with any setting powder like I would have normally did, and I kind of regretted it after, and you guys will see why. So if you are doing this look, I recommend that you set this with setting powder after you put this on your eyelids. And yeah, I am just dabbing away, and I don't know if I put too much too. I may have put too much on there. I'm trying to give it a chance, so we'll see how it goes, like going forward, if I still like it or not. And then I'm taking the e.l.f. 18 World Wonders eye palette, and it's freaking awesome. It has such nice colors, but I'm going to be using the color Solar today. So this is the only color I'm using out of this palette, and I actually took I went through a few brushes because I was my brushes were wet from me cleaning them the other day, and it was driving me up a wall. So as you guys see me switch, don't get frustrated with me. It was more frustrating for me. But I started off with the blending brush, and that was just the e.l.f. blending brush that I use in most of my videos. And I just blended it, and it makes like a gradient look with the blending brush. So I just made sure I use this brush to give myself that gradient, like smoky effect, I guess you would say, even though it's not like a dark smoky look, if that makes sense. So then, because that brush was wet, I went in with the other e.l.f. eyeshadow brush that I always use. You guys should know by now. Video 4 written. And then I took the e.l.f. eyeshadow C brush for the lid. Like, that was the upper lid, and this is the actual lid. And I took it because it's a flat brush, and it gives you more pigment. You could see it like as soon as I put it on. But because I didn't set that powder, I felt like the pigment, like the eyeshadow, had to be extra blended out. So it was a little bit more work, but it still worked out for me. I just got a little frustrated, and I had to keep going back in and blending it. But it was pretty bomb, especially for it to be an e.l.f. palette. I was really satisfied with it. So I am blending for my life, honey. I don't know, Jesus. So after my quintessential dance, I took the Colorpop Super Shock Shadow Ultra Metallic in Telepathy. And I thought this would pair really nice. So I'm going to actually do a center highlight type of eye, like a center, the usual I do. And I actually swatched it for you because I was really surprised at how pigmented it was, because it's only $5, I think, for these things. And yeah, I just took it and put it on over top of the yellow that I put on that lid, and I was so happy. That's the face I made. I was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. And I took my e.l.f. what brush is this? e.l.f. eyeshadow brush, I'm sorry. And it's their flat one. So it's just their flat eyeshadow brush. And I don't know if there's a difference between the lines, the white and the black brushes. I don't know, but that's what that is. And I just put it on there, and it gives me a little shimmer, a little glimmer, and I was super happy with it. I was like, yes, Colorpop, but this was super pigmented, so a lot goes a long way, guys. You don't have to really do too much with that. But then I took that same e.l.f. eyeshadow fluffy brush, and I just blended it out so that there was no harsh lines between the metallic and the original I put on the upper lid. So just checking, making sure I get everything blended and perfect. Moving on, I decided to do my eyeliner, but you guys know how I struggle with doing this eyeliner on camera just because my mirror is behind me and I really need to be like really up close and personal for that to work. So I just decided to do it off camera. So after I did the liner, I decided to take that Solar from the e.l.f. palette and just drag it down on my bottom lash line just so I can replicate the top again. And today I decided, instead of using black eyeliner, I decided that I would go in with brown just so it gives it more of a natural, less dramatic bottom line. Even though the top is super dramatic, I didn't want to completely close my eyes because it was still a bright color and I wanted that effect for the bottom. So you guys will see that I'm going to be using my Wet n Wild eyebrow pencil to line my eyes after I do this. And that Wet n Wild eyeliner pencil ended up doing everything for me today because I couldn't find my other one. But whatever, we roll with the punches. So here I am, I'm tight lining it actually, just so it can give me a little dimension on the bottom lash line. You know, just a tad bit of razzle dazzle. And because I really, really wanted to glow today, guys, I'm literally going to bathe in the Makeup Revolution London Rose Gold Liquid Highlighter. And it's literally like, you guys don't need as much, but I was really trying to be like, I don't know, like I can't even say glazed donut. Today I was really just going for it. I was really just like, I'm out here golden and perfect. So you'll see a little goes a long way, but I used a lot, so it goes even further. And I took my favorite brushes, one of my favorite brushes, the e.l.f. Foundation Blurring Brush. And I just used that to, because it was so much product that I had no choice, but I used that to just blend. And today I decided that I was going to use my MAC Studio Fix in NW45 along with my Maybelline Fit Me in Dewy Smooth, the 360 Mocha. And I mixed those two together. And I actually didn't mind how it came out. It was a little orange, but when stuff like this makes me orange, I know it's going to oxidize, so I don't worry too much about it. So I was just shaking and pouring. Then, of course, I am taking another clean e.l.f. Foundation Blurring Brush, and I'm just going to buff that in before I go back over it with my beauty blender, because this look was becoming a little intense and I wanted to dilute it a little bit. But yeah, I didn't mind the color that it made me, just because I knew how it was going to turn out. And I always spray my beauty blender. So that's the e.l.f. Or not the e.l.f., the Urban Decay De-Slick Setting Spray. It's the all-nighter setting spray, and I just put it on my beauty blender just so everything can melt into my skin a little more. And I just blended that out. And again, I think I said that in the last video. Don't ever worry about me not blending it out with a brush, because I'm always going to go back in and make sure it's perfect, either with that same brush or with a beauty blender. And that's what I did here. And then today, I used my Maybelline Age Rewind in the color Tan, which has been another one of my faves. And I didn't do my forehead because I was really pleased with how it looked without being highlighted. So I was just like, we'll keep it this way. And then I take my Ride or Die Black Radiance Cream Contour Palette in medium to dark. And oh my gosh, I was talking about these brushes with you guys the other day, the Flawless Concealer Brush, and then I literally like went and counted how many I have, and that's what that was, me showing you how many I have because they're so bomb. And back to what I'm saying, I took my finger and actually used it for this part just because it takes longer to get it out of the I guess container with the brush. So I just lathered it on with my finger and blended until my heart was content, of course. And then, of course, taking another Flawless Concealer brush by e.l.f., I started to get the bottom of my eyes, or the bottom of my chin, but then because I let it get a little too tacky, I had to go in with the Wet Beauty blender. So I used a combination of both of them. I was going back and forth between the brush and the Beauty blender just to get the perfect amount of coverage. And for some reason today, it just didn't satisfy me. So I debated for a while, but I then went in with another concealer, and you guys are gonna see that soon. So the second concealer that I'm gonna go in with is going to be the NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop Contour Concealer. And this has been another very, very good drugstore concealer that makes me very happy. It's in the color, what color is this in? It is in the color Cappuccino. And it says 24-hour matte finish, and that's why I love it. And it's just gonna bring back, you know, like, I don't know, warmth to my face because I didn't want it to be too bright today. So I immediately started blending this out just because I already had one product on, and I know that this can get too tacky and do the same thing that the Age Rewind just did. And if I'm not dancing, then I'm not happy, and I'm usually pretty happy. So excuse me, guys, for my subtle or sudden dances in the middle of these videos. Hope you guys don't mind. So after this, I go in with my Ruby Kisses Pure Mineral Concealer in the color Caramel. And that freaks me out every time I say it because I'm like, this is so chocolate and not caramel. But chocolate is actually lighter, guys. So again, it's backwards, it's weird. But this really snatches my nose. So while that dries down, I'm actually gonna go in with my CoverGirl Queen Collection bronzer in Ebony Bronze. And because my angled blush brush, that is such a tongue twister, by e.l.f. was wet, I went in with another clean Ultimate Blending Brush by e.l.f. The good thing about these brushes is you can really use them for whatever you want. Whatever works for you guys. And this just happens to work. So now I am going to bake with my Airspun Loose Face Powder. In the original formula, of course. This is my new little baby. I've been loving her. Loving. But yeah, I definitely packed it on because I'm definitely trying to get that like subtle beat, but beat still. And then I'm just going to go in with my fingers, not a brush, because I felt like my fingers will get the job done. And look at how it snatched my nose. Guys, look at my, guys, get into the nose. What nose? Did you see how I like posed at the end? I was really feeling it. I was like, yes, give me no nose shoddy. Give me beat nose. Give me, I just got a nose job shoddy. Yes. And then I went back in with the Airspun powder and just made sure the middle of where I highlighted the nose was like, you know, good to go. And then I did a little genie in a bottle dance. Oh, gave y'all a little wink. I was feeling it, girl. Then I came back with my lashes done, and these lashes are dramatic, honey. These are the Morphe Premium Lashes in the style Bombshell. Favorites. New favorites for sure. Then I went in with my normal Infallible Matte Pro Glow by L'Oreal. And I used my Equate brush to put it on, per usual. And then today, I thought since we already went there with the eyeshadow, we might as well highlight with Telepathy by Colorpop. So I was a little scared to do this, but I really, like, no risk, no reward. And I really felt like this was a good risk. And I was like, oh, give me Trophy Wife by Fenty. Sorry, girl, sorry, but this was it. Oh, yes. Gleam. Are y'all feeling it as much as I am? But then I wasn't feeling it on the lip. I was like, it's a bit much there. So I kind of calmed it down with some more of that Infallible powder. But yeah, honey, I was feeling it. Then I took my Black Radiance Warm Berry Blush. You know, I like a little tint on my lips, and I kind of liked how my lips looked the whole day, or the whole video. So I wanted to keep that natural hue going. So I just added that, and then I'm going to use my favorite lip gloss. But before, I'm going to be disgusting and use my eyebrow pencil because I couldn't find the old eyebrow pencil. So I have eyebrows on my lips, but that's fine. Work with what you got, girl. And then my Hard Candy Plumping Serum in Second Base. This is the best stuff I've ever used in my life, and nobody can tell me different. Done, girls. Done. Are y'all ready for a real girl or what?